Hello everyone. In this video, you will learn how to create a free Ansible lab in AWS using Terraform. If you are not familiar with Terraform, let's say you want to install or you want to create an Ansible lab, you still have an option to do that in the manual way. If you are not clear, you can check the video description for this article link or the video for this lab. In this article, it will clearly say how to do this Ansible lab creation in AWS using free tier, but in the manual way. But in this video, we are going to learn how to use this Terraform to automate this lab provisioning and configuration. Because whenever you need the lab, you just do the Terraform apply and you get the lab. What are the prerequisites needed for this one? So you need an AWS account. With the free tier is enough, more than enough, because we are using only T2 micro. Then you need to fetch the credential. Check the video description for the documentation. You can see how to get the credential, secret key, secret access key, everything. Then you need Terraform installed on your machine. It can be Windows or Linux. Okay. Then you need to adjust the configuration. If it's a Windows, then yeah, you need to adjust the path accordingly. That's it. So for the AWS credential, you log into the AWS dashboard, then you go to the IAM. So you can go here like IAM users. So here we go to the IAM users. Then so we will create a new user. So I will create a user called maybe demo user. Then enable the programmatic access only. We don't need to log in. We don't need this user. We don't need to give the user to log in on this console. It's just programmatic access which will be used by Terraform to provision or destroy or manage your infrastructure. Okay. So give the permission, because Terraform you need to create any kind of resources. So you have to give the full permission, administrator access. If you know what are the proper or correct permission you needed, you can do in that way. But for the demo purpose, I am giving the full access to these programmatic users. Now it's asking for the tags. I can skip it. Review, all good. Create user. Now it will show you some access key and secret key. So if you check here, it will show some access key and secret key. Okay, remember this is the only time you can copy both details and use it for Terraform configuration or your AWS CLI configuration. If you lost the screen, you lost it. You have to recreate this again. Remember this. Don't miss this one. Okay, so copy this to a safe location, because this one you give with the full access. Now you close it. So you have this user created, demo user with the programmatic access and no MFA. And yeah, what if you have, like, if you found that your access key or secret key is exposed, so simply delete the user, it will go. Okay, remember that one. Now we have to configure this AWS credential which we have copied. So you can either install the AWS CLI or you can just create the directories. For example, here I have created under your home directory, create this .aws directory. Inside you have to configure the credential and configure. So in our case, AWS credentials. So you can see the key here. This is a example key. Please remember that this is just for the demo purpose. And you can see I have two credentials here. One is a default and one is for Ansible. Okay, or you can put demo user, you can put lab, Terraform, you can put any key. So it's just for the identification of the credential. Also I have the configuration here which will say what is my default location, what is the default output format, etc. Good. So we have the AWS credential configured. Now we have to just learn what is this Terraform thing happening here. So you have this few Terraform configuration file here. So you have the main file here. It will configure the provision providers, key pair, all those variables things. Then we will print some output like what is the IP of this Ansible engine, Ansible node, etc. So we are creating two Ansible nodes and one Ansible engine, and inside that you will configure some items. So the first thing, you check the Ansible engine here. You can see it's using T2 micro, then using the AMI. So these AMI details are inside the variable. You can see here which AMI is using. We are using Amazon Linux 2 AMI. Then for Ansible node also we are using the same, but Ansible node, yeah, just creating the node. But if you check the engine.conf, we are doing some provisioning here. The first thing, it will create the inventory file in the Ansible engine. So whenever you create the Terraform lab or Ansible lab using Terraform, it will be ready to use, like everything, like including the inventory, the private IP address of the Ansible node. So you don't need to manually configure anything. The lab will be ready. Here you can see it's creating the inventory, then it's also creating some configurations inside the inventory. Then it will create ansible.cfg with a few values here. You can see it's adding the inventory location, then host key checking false, and remote user is DevOps. But you know, DevOps is not there. By default, AWS, when you create, it will be EC2 -user. So who will create the DevOps? So we have a playbook here called an engine -config.yaml. It will do some items here. I will explain now. Then the connection is EC2, then connection type is SSH and EC2 user. Then also we are using the existing key and key pair created. Then we are using this engine -config.yaml to configure something on the Ansible node. Then another playbook provisioning, like copying some files, executing, all those things. For the engine config YAML, you can see we are creating few items, like creating the SSH directory for the DevOps user. Then we will do some items like copy the inventory to the DevOps user directory, then copy the ansible.cfg, then few other things like etc host, configure the etc host with the private IP address of the Ansible nodes. Then also we will create SSH keys for the Ansible node. So it will be already created, the SSH key, everything will be there, so you just need to use it. Okay, then copy the SSH key pair to the DevOps user, use it and target on the target machines, and yeah, few other things. So you can refer this, everything will be there in the GitHub repository. Check the video description to find the GitHub repository. You don't need to write anything, you can just use the GitHub repository, configure the Aws credential, Terraform apply, that's it. Okay, so for the first, the only command you need to do is Terraform apply and wait for a confirmation. So here you can adjust as needed, like you can change the AMI. So I'm giving yes here. You can change the AMI, but if you are using some different AMI, make sure you are adjusting the playbook accordingly, because the current playbook is kind of like fine-tuned for the Amazon Linux AMI. So if you are using CentOS or Ubuntu or some different operating system or different AMI, adjust the playbook accordingly to make it like working in the proper way. Okay, so this is the only command you need to execute. Wait for that Terraform provisioning to complete. I will post the recording. The Terraform apply already completed, and it also executed few playbooks to change something on that engine as I explained here. Okay, so you have your lab ready, everything ready, including the configuration here. So at the end it will also show the IP address of your Ansible engine, so you don't need to search for that. So you just need to connect to the IP address. Okay, you have Ansible engine, Ansible node 1 and node 2. Good. Now we are on the EC2 dashboard. Terraform already done the work, it's already created the virtual machine, it says. So we go to the running instance here. You can see we have 3 nodes all configured perfectly, like you can see the node name configured properly. We have the public IP address, private IP address. We have this security group created here just for this one, and we have few other like key pair needed. Then yep, all done already. The only thing you have to do is just log in to the machine and use it. So either you can collect the IP address from here, or we have already IP address see at the end of the Terraform apply. Now we will come to the Ansible engine. So we know default user for the AWS EC2 instance is EC2-user, and we will give the Ansible engine IP address here. It will ask you for the fingerprint confirmation. Give yes. Okay, we are inside the Ansible machine here. Now you can use a EC2 user, or you can use the user which is created for Ansible. So we have a DevOps user here, ls-l ansible.cfg, and if you check the cat inventory, it's already there. The private IP address of the two nodes are already there, including some other variable details informations. You can use it. Now we have to test it because we thought everything configured. So I check Ansible. Ansible also installed. Minus Ansible al ping. That's it. So you just need one command and Terraform apply, and your Ansible lab is ready. Now you can start with playbook. The recommended practice is to keep your playbook inside the repository. Do not keep anything here because this is the immutable lab. So if I want to do anything, so what I have to do is clone my repository, then that's it. You have the repository here, you have the repository, edit it. Once you done, test it, then good, then you can push it back. So you can use the either SSH key based access, or you can use a GitHub username password. Good. If you have more repositories, yeah, you can just clone whatever the repositories you needed and work on that repositories, because Ansible Lab is immutable. So once you done the work, you are going to destroy this. So do not keep anything on the machine. If you want to SSH to the target machine, SSH to the node 1, so you will get connection to the node 1. If you want to the node 2, also the sorry. So this is the immutable lab with all access already configured. It's all immutable. Let's say you want to test another one, Ansible real life, Ansible list to string. Okay, then Ansible playbook site.yaml. It's executing, no issues. I ignore the Python error because the AWS AMI is still using the old version, so you can install the new version if needed. Up to you. And hope it will be useful for you to quickly create Ansible lab whenever you need it. So once you're done, okay, we exit from the machine. Now we are on the local machine here. Remember, it's still running. It's still running. You are running the EC2 instance, 3 machines still within the free tier, but if you are running 3 instances at a time for 30 days, of course it will go out of your quota. So once you finish the lab, remember you have done all and you push the code back to the GitHub repository, then you remember to destroy your infrastructure. So use Terraform destroy, wait for confirmation. So it will refresh the state and it will say, okay, we will delete all these virtual machines, all these resources, security groups. Yes, go. You don't need to delete the user. Do not delete the user you are created for the credential. That's needed. So that one you configure on your machine safely on your home directory. No need to delete. This is just the infrastructure you are deleting. Okay. Wait for the deletion. You can go back to the dashboard and check whether it's deleting. So you just check, yeah, it's deleting one by one. You have to wait. It will also delete the volumes. So you can see only 2 now. Go back and refresh. Okay, all gone. On the console it says still destroying. Wait for the end operation. Okay, it says destroyed. Good. So remember to destroy before you close your laptop. Okay, so your lab done. So if you want to create again next day or next on the weekend, just do Terraform apply and yes, so you will get the lab. Okay, very simple. So try to practice this. So it won't take much time for configuring, because your focus is on the Ansible playbook development, not the lab development. So try to create Terraform based or Ansible based labs, so the lab will be mutable, so you can create and delete anytime. So include all the configurations like creating the users, copying the SSH keys. Like with one command your lab should be ready. Okay, good. That's all for the Ansible lab creation on AWS using Terraform. This is free, you can use a free tier and try this one. If you have any questions, please check the video description for these links. You have this method using Terraform, or if you are not familiar with the Terraform, if you prefer the manual way, you can use the manual method to create all the resources one by one and configure it. But I recommend to use Terraform, which will be very easy. Also check the repository if you are very new to Ansible to learn more about Ansible, where you have all the videos and the sample playbooks, everything here to learn Ansible. Try this one and all the best. Thank you for watching. See you next time with another video.